Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Caves of Cud. I'm gonna level with you. I am not feeling so good today, but I'm here. I cannot be stopped. Maruugamet is some kind of unstoppable six-armed monster, and I aspire to be that thing too, apparently. I'm wondering if we could refire this bug. I'm wondering if I put the arm thing back on, and then, okay, we're gonna try it. I'm not gonna abuse it a lot. We're not gonna use all the extra arms. I'm just curious if it's reproducible. So what did we do? We had the electric breast equipped, and then I hit equip on Nakam's ribbon from here. The electric breast of Hapad were unequipped. No, that time it removed the arms. Okay, not reproducible, it looks like. Unless I did something subtly different from that last time. I think for right now, we're just gonna wear the vest of the potent chariot and keep our arms, and we're gonna benefit from this bug that we accidentally blundered into. I always feel a little bit bad intentionally abusing a bug, but this is not my fault. I didn't know I was actually accidentally gonna get some extra arms. I feel fine just keeping and using them. Alright. So I think we've basically figured out the whole bottom floor of this thing. Okay, Doyoba is excited about the thing we've done here, which makes sense. And I guess we're just ready to move upstairs, right? You have a silver nugget. Do I have any copper nuggets on me? Because obviously, it's pretty straightforward to just trade. No, I do not in fact have any copper nuggets. And I don't know that I necessarily want to fiddle with my inventory too much. Why am I just carrying bones? What? Why do I just have bones in my inventory? You know, I mean, it sounds like me. I have, as you might have noticed, I have hoarded a couple of things here. Okay, so we gotta find stairs. I don't remember which screens had stairs on them. I think it's the eastern screens, right? Because the, ooh, trash. Oh, hey, cool garbage. I think it's mostly the eastern screens because all the rooms on the level above have passageways that lead out to the east, right? We have 140 turns to make it to this staircase that's like 40 feet that way, so I think we're going to be okay. Careful, don't bleed on the grave moss. I wonder if it's just like the darker colored grave moss that turns into horrible monsters. Can I talk to you about... I have freed one of the children. Good. Ah, that's all you have to say, really? Yes? I barely survived, and all you can say is ah, and yes, this is a lie, but I'm curious where the line of conversation will go, so I'm going to say it. Leba curls into an armored ball and stops responding to your questions. Leba, do not ignore me. Well, fine. Live and drink. Fine, then. You can just live and also drink. I am kind of curious what's down these really deep shafts. Whatever. We will continue on. I do now have extra, I do now have a way of keeping my arms while equipping the mechanical wings, so if the mechanical wings would let us descend down the hole, that would be, that's a thing we could do while not losing any effectiveness, but I'm really nervous that I'll try it and I'll just die horribly. Because, who is to say, right? Who is to say that the wings would work that way? Oh, this floor is different. The crematory tomb of the eaters. Sorry, the crematory. Inside the tomb of the eaters. And here we got some spooky strip flies. This is like a waist-high wall, I'm assuming? Okay. Well then, in the presence of a bunch of waist-high walls, I suppose we are to Gears of War our enemies. Let loose with the automatic weapons. Man, there's a lot of loading and building and stuff going on here. Alright, I'm gonna dismember this one. How about some of that? He stole my gold nugget. Hey, that's one of my better nuggets, thank you. He got it all salty and... Wait, 7? Did I have 7? Did he... I don't think I had 7 gold nuggets. I don't know, man. I totally might have. There's no way for me to know a thing like that. I wonder if I... Oh wait, a sensor array is probably a face, isn't it? How good is your face, sir? It is a 2-ego face. And I certainly don't need any help with the robots hating me. Oh, what am I doing? He is a robot, though. If I'm not going to wear his face, I should dismantle it. Okay. So we do have to deal with tomb tethering again on this floor. Any of you guys have anything I want? I mean, spark tick plasma is part of a recipe that we might actually want to eat. You know, one thing I don't feel like I've really engaged with all that much over all of our characters is the cooking system. I kind of just cook the same things over and over again. There's probably some really cool stuff that you can do. Like a lot of the food ingredients give really cool benefits. I would love a salve injector. Would you like this night vision modification and also to give me a little bit more water? Now, you know what? I'll give you a little bit of water. Let's do it this way. Ooh. Like I said, not feeling 1,000% today. So, there are pits that I assume will just drop us down to the previous level. 158 damage was just dealt to something. Ashes are being destroyed at the end of one of the belts. Let's be careful as we move through here not to put ourselves in a position to fall in a big hole. Okay, lots of fire. And another one of these rooms. Okay, I was kind of hoping that we were going to find some stairs there. Ow. Well, the bad news is I stepped into the fire just in time for it to go off. The good news is, apparently, Maruugamet's fire-resistant. I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? I probably actually have quite a bit of passive fire resist. Yeah, we're just walking around at 35 heat resist. Sort of accidentally. Oh, I forgot to reload my gun after the previous combat. You, get dismembered. I always hope it's going to be their head, you know? Ooh. Hey, it's the thing he stole from me. I got all excited about his loot, and then I realized, no, that's my loot. He looted me first. Are you... you're basically dead. Doing that's going to get me hit by the fire, but that's fine. I'm not too stressed about that. It's really just not that much fire, frankly. I'm not trying to be difficult, but, you know. As far as huge amounts of fire go, you guys are kind of screwing up. Can I walk? I can walk around this, yeah. What is this? Oh, a deposit box for scrappables. We don't need this because of our psychometry. But I'll take it, I guess, because we have a lot of carryability. No sense not picking the thing up. So I don't really know what I'm looking for. Oh, that was stupid. I stepped in front of the fan the instant, like, as soon as I did it, I recognized that it was a bad idea. Hold on, I'm going to let this... Oh. I guess the vent over here doesn't fire left. I guess that makes sense, because there's all these arms in the way. Metal foam is packed and plated into a colossal simulacrum of the bio-arm, where the heads of the biceps and triceps... the heads of the biceps and triceps brachii gleam. Colossal joints churr at the effort of rotation. And it looks like they were flying for a second. They turned into up arrows. Oh, maybe it's telling me that they're facing upward, or... Huh. Okay, well the good news is, when I accidentally stepped in front of the industrial fan, I did it in the one space that didn't have a big hole in it. So at least we didn't go anywhere. Yeah, I'm not really sure... I mean, presumably we're looking for a way up, right? We know that the real tombs are further up. Can I go left? Okay. Apparently there's just a lot more floor to this floor. Oh, good, smashers! Okay. So that's a warning that they're about to do their press thing. Alright. That's fine. We can just step around those, but now we know how to get through them should we suddenly have to. Especially worth noting, we have Juke, which is a move that doesn't cost time. Oh, I have great concern. He jukes. And then he sprints the other direction, or... Force bubble? Time dilation. Is time dilation going to affect a machine arm? I'm gonna, You think it's going to kill me? You think it's just going to straight up kill me? 800 health. I mean, I wish I could see further down. I thought we were cool to just go through because there was no indication that we weren't. But we didn't get to see these sets of arms until we were right on top of them. I'm worried that this is just going to be machine arms all the way through. If we were to go back, does it make sense to try to we could, you know what? We could hack through the machine wall. I'm gonna try to sprint in the other direction, back where we came. Hopefully that will work. It won't. Ow. You know, honestly, that could have been worse. Alright, let them pull up. Okay, the belt is a thing to be taken relatively seriously. We are not safe to sit and rest. We're gonna get warped real soon. 60 rounds? Alright. He stole my Slumberling's face. I wasn't even paying attention to the combat log. Let's disassemble your garbage. Let's equip my Slumberling face. I need this face. That's why I had it equipped. Alright, we gotta find a spot that is tomb-bound. Tomb-tethered. 40 rounds. Hold on. I didn't actually look in here. The belt's too fast. I can't look in the thing in the middle anymore. Please just die quickly. Alright. Show me any tomb-tethered space at all. There's a bunch of grave moss down there, and yep, we get ported back. Well, that's a bummer. You know what? I'm gonna rest until healed. We're on the tomb tether now. No sense in not resetting. So we gotta make it a considerable distance, or we're supposed to be doing something else entirely. But when we get back to the machine press area, if we do indeed just want to go in the same direction, good to remember that you can just hack through the walls around here. Probably fairly easily. Boy, this is a long rest. Is this... I'm wondering if something is broken, maybe? Nope, okay, there we go. Should that have taken 500 plus turns? Why is there just lava on the ground? What did you guys do? Did you fight? I mean, maybe they fought a lava slime. Maybe one of those lava slimes showed up. Kind of curious what's out the top of this. By the way, apologies for people loudly slamming doors in other parts of the house. I don't know how clearly that picked up on the microphone, but it was surely loud in here. Okay, well this is interesting. So there's like a seat up there. Let's go see what that's about. Is this... Aha! It is in fact a place where a thing is happening. Are these live plants? These are plastic plants. Is that a guy on a chaise lounge? It's a bedger? Historians of leisure divide all epochs into the following 3 ages. The span before Earth-sign creatures, we know about this. So, our suspicion... I mean, so it's just a bed. It's a bed for Earth-sign creatures. We assume that there are Berthramites down here. Or not Berthramites, but Earthship at least. Huh. What is this artifact? Oh, it's just a liquid-cooled unicomputer, which is different from a normal unicomputer. Obviously, we're going to take all the books. Is there somebody back here? I mean, somebody's living over here, right? I guess maybe it's just been like this for a really long time. Oh, also, is this painted? No, it's just full of wine. Huh. Well, do these let me turn off the belts? I guess they would. Do I want to turn off the belts? The belts are actually pretty helpful for traveling through the areas quickly. Oh, I don't think I checked that chest. Okay. Not exciting, but could be useful. Let's just have a quick look over here. If we get teleported back to the tomb tethering, I'm not too upset about it. There's a conveyor belt drive unit above me, preventing me from going up onto the next screen. Okay, we found another tomb tether, and also another tomb watcher guy. And also a strip fly came out of nowhere and stole my vine wafers. Hey there, pal. Yona. Ah, climber, thou art a bittersweet sight. Would fain thou hadst chosen Dagasha, but my light shineth elsewhere. Still, I hope to see more of thee in my future. Thou art welcome back, and thou surviveth. Thank you, I guess. It kind of sort of doesn't sound like you think I'm gonna survive, so that's, screw you. But also, thank you. Boy, what do I not need? Probably just some water. I mean, we're actually getting a little low on water. But I think I still need soul curd, right? Yeah, we still... I don't know that we'll necessarily ever go back to Bethesda Souza. The game may well end here in this building we're in now. But, just in case. Here, I'm going to give you this... Boy, I want to give him something where we're going to get some water back on it, but I don't want too much water. Hey, you know what I don't need is 70 empty injectors, probably. They are weightless, which is nice, but... Here, give me like 15-ish drams of water. Let's make sure I don't suddenly die of thirst because I stopped taking water seriously. Dude stole my beetle jerky. I'm just gonna cut my beetle jerky right back off of him. I didn't even see what he took. Okay, he took one of my big canteens. I chopped his entire undercarriage off. It's pretty messed up when you really think about it. Also messed up. I hadn't really thought about this before. But also fairly messed up is the fact that you can disassemble the random body parts chopped off of a robot after you've killed it. But you can't, and like get usable bits and stuff. But you can't do that to the corpse as a whole. That's weird, right? You would think that the corpse would be more bits in total, not fewer. Kind of a weird thing. Alright, I'm just going to stand here for a second. Okay, 240. 240 is plenty of time. I was going to say, until we get another read of the timer. So yeah, I think it's a good idea to leave the belts on. Just to give me the ability to move really quickly through an area if we need to. Because it looks like it takes a lot of time to find where we're going. Alright, stairs? No stairs. Graffiti? Ask a question. We're having here a Tomb of the Eaters Q&A. Ooh, he should not have walked into the fire. Less fire resistant than I am, apparently. I want to go up. That hurt a little bit. That pushed me a little faster than I thought it was going to. These ones are red. Okay, doesn't mean anything. They're probably a little bit faster. I'm just going to wait a second. There we go. I was hoping I'd be able to get through there in time. It seemed like they were firing every 3 turns until I wanted to pass through them. Sometimes they're still firing every 3 turns. The fact that... I guess I was about to say the fact that these don't fire in a consistent amount of time makes it really annoying to avoid the fire. But actually, it may well be the case that they do fire in a consistent amount of in-world time, but the way our turns are measured against what you might consider to be world turns is a little inconsistent because we don't have 100 quickness. So sometimes one turn for me is a different amount of time for the rest of the universe. That system's a little confusing. Alright, I'm going to try cracking through the machine wall here, because it shouldn't take too many attacks. Oh dear. Does it always leave lava behind? Yes. Well, I don't think we want to walk through the lava. Alright. We're gonna engage sprint mode. And I'm just gonna try to make it through, I guess? There are gaps. Okay, hey, this is something. So the fly is mad. This Houndmaster is also mad. And I assume his hound's not too happy with my presence either. Well, I'd prefer not to get hit with the acid-dripping fans, and I'm really just not afraid of the other dudes. Oh, this is an annoying thing for him to do. I mean, I guess it's fine. If we run out of time, we'll just get teleported back. We're certainly not going to be stuck here forever. That said, I am going to fugue. My dudes, go forth and get vengeance upon those who would force field me. Also, I didn't really think about this until just now, but actually, the fact that we have a bunch of EMP stuff on us probably is pretty good to have remembered. So my dudes are cutting at the walls. They are taking damage from being stuck in lava. No, do not fall in the shaft. What are we even... Huh. I'm not 100% sure what happened there. On this one. Oh, I guess maybe I moved over and then my dude force fielded and tried to push me into the hole? Is this a merchant's bodyguard or what's going on here? It is a caravan guard. Okay, I've been re-force fieldinated by something. That's pretty annoying. We gotta find the enemy that is responsible for this and kill it, because otherwise we'll never be able to walk through this area. Oh good, we're getting this thing again. The force field disappears, except, not really. This is my least favorite thing. Let's, I could just drop a normality gas grenade at my feet, and that might work or it might not. I don't actually know. You might have to drop the normality gas on the caster, or it's entirely possible it would do nothing at all. That might, like, prevent them from using a force field power, but not remove force fields that are currently extant. Yep, okay, the game's just gonna lie to me over and over again about the force field disappearing. I guess we're gonna stand still until we get warped back. And then we'll just, we'll come back, and hopefully the caravan guards will have murdered whatever is responsible for force fielding me without being able to see me. Okay, we know where we're going. Shouldn't be too bad. I will say, though, that I hope this is the last floor where we have to deal with the tomb tethering mechanic. Because it's not that great. It's not that fun. Alright, we may as well heal up here, too, in case I end up in a position where I have to make some difficult decisions regarding getting smashed by the smashers. $240 rounds. I sort of want to wait. Alright, I'm going to do it. So we're going to wait until it says 200 rounds. Then we're going to rest for 100 turns, and then rest for 100 turns again. So I want to have the maximum possible amount of time before the next recall. I stopped resting early, it looks like. I'm not 100% sure why. I don't see anything hostile. Okay, well, this is an opportunity, I suppose, to do a thing I should have done anyway. And, cook myself up some food. And I know I was just saying that thing about cooking, but I think I am going to go boring on this one. I wonder what kind of, like, really excellent powers you can get access to early on, temporarily, by cooking them up. Alright, so we have as much time as we will ever have here. Definitely going to get set on fire. Put out the flames, put out the flames. Okay, there we go. No, I do not want to jump into the shaft. What are we talking about here? Oh, probably what's supposed to be happening is that the arms are grabbing me and throwing me into the pit, but it probably shouldn't ask you if you would like to be thrown into the pit by the arm. I mean, I guess it would, if it would kill you otherwise, then probably this is better than the arm just killing you without you understanding why it might happen, potentially. But also, maybe just don't have that thing. Maybe just don't make it do that. Alright, again, let's sprint. I got too many damn powers. I should probably use this proselytize. We should find somebody who we can convince onto the team. Oh, cool. Well, we'll wait a second here. See if the force field will actually disappear. And if not, we might try some stuff. So I'm waiting to see the message that the force field disappears and see if it actually does. Okay, it actually did. And then it reappeared the next turn. Awesome. I certainly hope that in the build of the game that is currently... my mental mirror reflected something. In the build of the game that is currently on live, I hope this enemy is not present. The enemies that force field themselves are one thing, but enemies that lock you in place permanently, this is boring. In addition to creating difficulty. If we could just, if the guy had to see us first, it would be so much easier. So I assume that's him. He tried to confuse me, and he became confused himself on account of mental mirror. Once again, underlining that mental mirror is not really an optional mutation. Sure, I'll check in with the Dromad Caravan. Hey guys, what's up? How the hell did you get in here? Oh, you don't say. A Zetachrome loon. What on earth are you? Quark gluon plasma rapidly cooled and was extinguished on the void peaks of the early universe, except where the globules got trapped in 6D kinks of spacetime. There they glided in the slipstream for billions of years until beings discovered them, built machines to extract and cool them, and reheat them in their stellar furnaces. Doesn't really answer my question. Quark gluon plasma rapidly cooled and was extinguished on the void peaks of the early universe. It sort of sounds like it was outside of the universe, and, okay. I'm not going to stress about it. I really wish that when you examined a thing like this, it told you what slot it's for. My guess, from the very high armor value and the fact that it's 35 pounds, is that this is armor? What is this? Okay. Oh, it's a tinfoil hat, okay. A mental aggregator. There's some wild stuff going on here. My dude has a taco. He has Zetachrome weaponry. With a story about the computerized scion of dogs. A babe was found swaddled with its mouth full of vacuum tubes by a group of dogs in the nomad city-state of Ubir. That is not... Don't let your baby eat vacuum tubes. So these are pretty cool-looking weapons. A dagger that deals 1d12 plus 2 damage is a pretty cool weapon. Hold on a second. I'm going to look at these caravan guards right quick. Interesting stuff. Do you think... I'm going to try proselytize on the merchant. Proselytize. Unconvinced. Okay. I'm going to try proselytize. We're going to... Oh, I don't want to stand still. Here's the thing. That stuff's real expensive. I have a lot of trade value, but I cannot afford to buy a Zetachrome loon. But I do want a Zetachrome loon, so I'd love to just kill the merchant. Or kill the merchant. Will I get in trouble? My dude is rated impossible. But again, he's not listed as having any equipment at all. And his dudes are rated average to me, but they don't have a huge amount of stuff on. This one's wielding an iron mace in one of his hands, and he's wearing studded leather armor. Maybe we could just kill him. I kind of want their stuff. It seems real cool and good. We could hang out for a second and try to proselytize, pick up one of the guards, and then turn on them, fugue and then force field and then just unleash hell. I sort of want to see where the next tomb tether area is, but if we go west, we're probably going to have a hard time making it back on account of the belts and everything. So I suppose if we were going to go for this, now would be the time. I am a marauder. It says so on the name tag. Alright. Temporal fugue. I'm going to step down here. Nope, I was... Okay, sorry, I did not understand which one I was. I'm this one. I'm going to force bubble. And then I'm going to open fire. And here we go. The Maruugamets are already popping stuff and hurling throwing axes at people. I am not doing much damage to this guard. And it's a little hard to tell exactly what's happening. It's interesting that the caravan doesn't seem to be a faction. Like, attacking that one guard only made my dudes attack that one guard. They didn't realize that we were, like, going hard on the whole team. Is that a caravan guard? That turtle over there? What is that turtle? It's a great saltback. It's just a general angry turtle man. We will try to convince him to join our religion. Okay, that caravan guard seems to be getting worked already. I can see an area far to the west, which I would not expect necessarily to be able to see. Okay, lots of gunfire. Great work, everyone. Nope, do not try to shoot the Maruugamet. Not the most important target. Honestly, this dude doesn't seem all that tough for all of his impossibility. It really must just be, just his level or something. Time dilation does make it a tiny bit hard to tell what's going on. Soon my dudes will disappear. So I stole that guy's chem cell. Alright, hold on. I want this. Do we need boots? Do I have these boots? I might have these boots already. I'll take that guy. I don't know exactly what all I want here. Let's do a quick disassemble on a couple of these things. I mean, as far as trade value goes, stuff that's made out of Zetachrome is probably pretty good. I'm going to take this. And that. Alright. Is the loon a body equipment? Yes. Tashrimut was my old armor. So the Zetachrome thing is 2 points of bonus resistance to everything. And also 1 more armor and also 1 more dodge. It's just, like, way better. I'm going to hold on to the Tashrimut for a moment, because if we do manage to proselytize to something, we can try giving it the Tashrimut. I mean, I expect that the turtle would not be able to wear armor, because it's got carapace, right? What have we here? It's another radio-powered chem cell. Cool. Always happy to see it. And a stasis grenade Mark III. Let's learn how to make those. Okay. Well. You know, he's... Listen, I never said that Maruugamet was a good guy. Because he's not. He's just a guy. Trying to live in this horrible, horrible wasteland. Proselytize. R is for proselytize. Cool. Great. Welcome aboard, Great Saltback. My dude, would you like to... Hold on, I didn't actually read your description before. I mean, I know you're a huge turtle. Words fail to contain the paradox of his domesticated immensity. Drifts on the cultural seas have swept a particular fable to your attention. Long ago, far away, folks supposed all of everything rested on the back of a world tortoise. Surely that flight of fancy came to someone gazing on a great saltback. Or does your own vision echo through the past to partake in its creation? I think it's a big jump to assume that me seeing this turtle, the idea of me seeing this turtle traveled back in time and created that idea of the world's turtle. Doesn't really seem like a reasonable thing to assume. I don't know how much time we have left, but I know it can't be much. So I was trying to ride the belt as far as it would take me. What is going on here? It's a crypt ferret, and these flies don't like it, or they don't seem to be actually beating it. The crypt ferret is just holding the flies down? Okay. Whatever. Let me hit my sprint, just try to get through these without getting smashed. Oh, there's way more of them than I thought. I got smashed. Bells ringing. Big bells ringing. What am I looking at here? So a whole lot of funerary urns, but they're empty. These are, I guess, where the ashes are meant to go, eventually. They had a plan for being able to house an awful lot of dead eaters. Alright, let's, Try to get through that door real fast. Please tell me, what is that? It's an urn duster. Spin belts whir in gentle tones as the chromaic cask wanders. Their rasped flat top acts as a steady surface for vessels, and folded into its body barrel are instruments of inurnment. Broom, shovel, and duster. Inurnment is pretty clever. Oh no! This is a dead end. Why would there be a... Hold on a second. That's a fake wall. Oh my. Well, this is lovely. What kind of flowers are these? Sunflowers. They're just sunflowers in here. Huh. Are these... These are statues of eaters? But they're a little bit different than the ones outside. Unfortunately, there's no tomb tether in here, it doesn't look like. Well, this is lovely, though. I think we're... You are not recalled. Oh, I guess, yeah, I am tethered. I'm turning into the down arrow. Yeah, okay, everything's cool. Everything's fine. We got to where we were going. At least, we got to a place. I guess this is where we were going. Hard to say, actually. Excuse me, conservator, do you have any... Nope, okay. Live and don't drink, because you probably don't need to. Here sheltered under Gaius's Ithri Pur. At first I attributed his mood to the scalp. I guess he has a real bad scalp. So... I mean, how old are these bodies? Are these eaters? Well, I mean, that one's kind of a robot, and apparently it met Pex Clank at some point. Or Pex Clank just wrote this epitaph? Maybe he made the urn. Huh. Okay, I mean, it's majestic. I don't 100% understand what we're seeing, but it's certainly majestic. There's also a lot of cave-in garbage around here. So, I mean... I guess let's follow the marble walkway down. Hold on, let me finish scouting the corner over here before we go doing any of that. Alright, looks like there's not even anything beyond any of this rubble. Yeah, okay, the walkway down. So far, I feel like the Tomb of the Eaters has done a really good job of instilling in me the sense of awe that I imagine my character would feel. Maybe that's not even anything particular that has been done about the tomb. Maybe it's not like an element of the tomb, but rather an element of the way that the game creates a sort of a sense of immersion in the world, owing probably significantly to, I mean, first of all, to the quality of the writing, but secondly, to the, actually, you know what, I'm going to back up and we're going to rest until healed, then we'll move on. But also owing to the systemic nature of the game systems, which make the world feel like a place where things happen relatively consistently, and it has the feeling of a real world in the sense that you can do science here. There are laws of physics in this place that, if not exactly our own laws of physics, are at least consistent with the laws of physics of this place. You know. Man, I heal very slowly. Alright, well, we get there eventually, though. Wait, what? Oh, it's just an urn duster moving in and out of the space of the urn. For a second there, I thought that urn was floating or something. Yeah, don't walk through the statues of the eaters. So these are all just procedurally generated... Yep. That's pretty screwed up. If you see a tombstone or an urn, and then the inscription says, "That is very much hazed," it brings to mind a certain style of death that is perhaps a little bit on the ignominious side. So I'm guessing that east is going to be the way up, or at least whatever is most important on this floor. And this is going to be another room like the one we just came out of, because you could theoretically have entered from here too, right? If you had followed the southern belts. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what my saltback is doing. Oh, you know what? There's a strip fly over there, wasn't there? He's going to go fight that strip fly. Okay, fine by me. Go forth and feast if you must. Assaultback's gotta be a good companion, right? Should I give him some weaponry? I mean, like, he has a carapace, so one has to assume that he would not be able to equip armor. What if we gave him some... Oh, hold on. I didn't even check. Did I pick up those boots? I have crystal boots. Oh, maybe I didn't pick up the boots that were on that corpse. Maybe I just assumed that I had good enough. Oh, whatever. I think they were flawless crystal boots, so they were better than ours, but we've come too far at this point. And here, indeed, are the stairs up. And this looks just like the room above, or the room, one of the rooms that we entered. I'm going to break the glass. And yep, we are not actually able to pass through there. Well then, we solved this floor. We are still moving toward another level up. Okay, what is this symbol meant to mean? I guess waiting. The plus over the minus is waiting. I'm gonna get out of this. Okay, there we go. Now I will fight you from the inside. I'm not going to bother breaking the glass here, because I'm assuming it's going to be the same deal as before. Is that tree fake, or why is that tree diacalyptus? A hut's-girth of bug-gnawed bark shoots up into the ethereal sky and splays into a crown of foliage. It flickers subtly. Yes, it does, and not actually that subtly. These are fake trees, but I can't move through them. Or at least I can't move through the diacalyptus trees. Hard light projection, maybe? This whole place is pretty weird looking. Ghost canes are twirled to pictorial stillness, and moisture gathers on their buds. I wonder if these are real plants? Maybe they're just statues of plants? And the black marble walkway leads to an ornately engraved marble door with a plaque that reads, "Here rest the erudite lecturers of Frensteinafivine Cocardidillo. Question the shoulders of titans. Theirs are the mouths of the enigma." I guess that's like, you know, when we say I got here by standing on the shoulders of giants. That's like a idea of like questioning the knowledge that something. Hi, what's going on there? I mean, you sure do dwell in a tomb. Your name is very appropriate. Nothing. You're just in here because you like being in here. Ooh, what's that? A microchip. Okay. Well, I guess we'll break it down. I thought that was maybe going to be like a slightly more significant tomb, like a you know, one of the sultans or something. So just a bunch of ghost perch, which feels like slightly poor taste. There's the stairs out. Here we have another very significant looking door. This plaque has no inscription. Also, it's slightly misaligned. Oh, what are you? A reliquary. In a dusty corner of the past, nameless workers glazed striated marble and inlaid it with gold to house the heirlooms and grave goods of a slump-shouldered eater. Do we feel like all the eaters had bad posture? Black marble was quarried from the vast reaches of the underearth and chiseled into a stone blanket for the dead, so empty sarcophagus. Two of them. Two empty sarcophagi here. And these are, I'm assuming these are just like candles on the ground? To ritualize the passage to Brightshoal or another thin place, several ornaments were interred. Coin, mannequin, locket, and pipe. I'm gonna close this door. And we're gonna access the thing. Oh, apparently there's nothing in it. Well, never mind then. Yeah, I'm a grave robber, what of it? It's far from the most heinous thing Maruugamet has done. It's not even the most heinous thing Maruugamet's done today. Wow, these dudes are hard to hit. I flurry up an awful lot of attacks sometimes on account of the number of arms I'm carrying. Okay, we get there eventually. I wonder if all the trees are holograms. I guess we still haven't seen the source of power in this place, have we? Oh, hey there, did I miss you? Just a Mechanimist Paladin just hanging out. Well, I'm glad the Mechanimists still like us. Oh, right. Can't walk through the tree, even though the tree is not an actual tree. I do not care for these guys. Shield slam. Let's see you dodge while you're laying down. Alright. Now he's bleeding real bad. Out of curiosity, your face. Okay, so it seems like 2 ego is as high as faces go. I would expect things that we are killing here would have a higher ego value on their face, if a higher ego value ever happened. Still, I'm not complaining. Like, two free points of ego is a big deal, and especially if you have multiple heads and can wear multiple faces, it gets pretty good. I don't actually want any of your stuff. I do not much care for these crypt ferrets. So they, like, latch onto you, and then you have a hard time hitting them, but, like, kind of who cares? They don't seem to really do very much damage. They're not really attacking. Am I still tomb tethered? I sure hope so. I don't really want to use my gun, because I don't expect it'll be any more accurate. So yeah, it seems like when it's latched onto me, I really have a hard time hitting it. It looks like I'm not tethered anymore. Yeah, I'm not. Alright. Hold on, we're gonna back up a little bit. Damn it. I didn't make it back. Well, it just teleported me into another crypt somewhere, though. Huh. I have no idea where we are relative to where we just were. But it's fine. So there are just a bunch of Mopango all over the place all the time. You see a gelatinous cupola. That's just a friendly mechanimist. A knight commander. And that's a friendly boneworm that I'll still probably kill if it starts doing boneworm stuff, because I do not like that. I find that very annoying. Alright, I don't know how many of these gelatinous dudes it would take to be a threat to me, but I do know it's more than we can see here. Shrine to Reshef. Okay, the story about Rebecca dying of clot rot. It's a hell of a way to go. Alright, you know what? If it wants to run away, I'm going to let it run away. I do not like the fact that there is grave moss in here. Does make me a little bit nervous. Because it seems like the crypt ferrets bleed a lot, right? Like, whenever we start fighting one, we are immediately covered in blood all of the time. Inside lie the merciless geologists of the 951 family. Honor, guns, and a tree in only the near hill can be detected. I mean, those sound like some pretty merciless geologists. Most geologists are not so into guns, I believe. An ornate chair. This is a chair laden with meaning. And a sarcophagus that's closed, but that I cannot open. I can attempt to enter it, which I have no interest in doing. Ow. What? The crypt sitter is mad because of the thing I just did. Let me just close the door real quick. Alright. Alright, you. I get it. I'm not supposed to look in the thing. Wow. Wow, that dude was worth a lot of XP. And his parts are so valuable. We just cut his head clean off and it was made of 7. Are the other people on this floor going to be mad? Because I did do that with the door open. Information doesn't always propagate in a way that's entirely intuitive to me in CUD. Okay, it seems like everybody else is cool with me, though. There's my salt back. We should probably rest a second. I'm gonna rest until healed right here. We are nice and tomb safe inside of the tomb building. And I am absolutely, stopped resting. I am not allowed to rest until healed anymore. There we go. And I'll start this by just attacking the tomb sitter straight up, rather than opening the thing. My saltback is fighting things. That's why we're waking up. Well, he seems to be doing a fine job. You know what? I didn't ask the name. We should ask our saltback's name. I mean, it probably doesn't speak. No, I don't know that that's necessarily a safe assumption. Lots of things in CUD speak when I wouldn't necessarily expect them to. Sorry, what does this actually say on it? Here lie the kinfolk of Naudites. Naudates? I don't know. Violence is cohabited by a strap of intestine. Well, I mean, if your violence is severe enough, it certainly is. My dude. Your home is on your back, friend. I would like to give you a name from your culture. I would like to ask you what your name is. From the Saltback's culture. His name is Nirlula. Alright, Nirlula. What are we looking at here? An electrified, slender Christial longsword. I don't even want that. Alright, let's do it. Dismember. Didn't go quite as smoothly this time. Shield Slam into Flurry is a classic. And Flurry's even better now that we have all these extra hands. Honestly, those things are pretty good fighters. They do a fair amount of damage to us pretty quickly. And Tyrduk III won a decisive victory against Ekashan. Okay, we've heard about the Battle of Darkabal Steeple before. What are these? Oh, just more tombs. These are like sort of sarcophagi sitting in the open. Oh, no, this is a door. Interesting. Well, there's no reason for us to not check it, right? I was kind of hoping we could get our assault back to come in here. I don't know where he went. Alright, you know what? It's fine. I would like to close the door. Let's just have at this thing right away. Dismember. Well, it was worth a shot. Flurry? And then just chop, chop, chop. We are certainly cleaving the entire hell out of it. But yeah, it's doing damage pretty quickly. We took almost 100 damage there. Disassemble. I don't need your stupid... Ooh. This artifact is full of blood. A blood gradient hand vacuum. Sorry? I cannot discover its method of construction. While traveling near Bethesda Souza... I don't know that we have seen the story of how Rebecca and Reshef met before. Venus tubules and tenebricose metal intertwine. The black science of the Eaters thirsting for new and strange victims. I don't actually think... I don't think I really know what this is. Do we, we would point it at somebody and it would suck out their blood? It's like a tiny vampire gun? What if you had a tiny gun that was also a vampire? I don't actually want this. I'm going to disassemble it. Okay, well that was certainly worth the effort. And apparently, I guess I must have known that story about Reshef. It doesn't look like I got a, I don't need any of that. I don't think we got a new information pop up there. Let me step in here so that we don't get teleported. Okay. Man, this tomb is wild. I can certainly see how this might have taken a while to concept and construct. I mean, I guess the way I said that, it sort of sounds like I'm talking about in the game world, but I mean for the developers. So is there anything else going on here? Are you fighting a crypt ferret? Is that what's going on? I gotta try to get around here. Yes, that is in fact what's going on. He's stuck in place on a crypt ferret. Fortunately, they can only sink their jaws into one thing at a time. Alright, well, I think we have a pretty good idea of the shape of this room now. And my guess is breaking through the glass is not going to actually be very helpful. Stupid ferret. Look at that, 25 versus 20. We're so close to hitting him a lot of the time. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to walk away. I'm just going to break free and walk away. Nope, stuff's teleporting. I don't even want to know. I am choosing not to be involved. Step back in here and wait out the... oh, I should probably eat something again. We'll wait out the teleportation and then we'll... I just ate some wheels? Yep, A Mapango charioteer's wheels were part of that meal. A sprinkle of sacred scrap electronics, a sprinkle of non-sacred scrap electronics, and just some wheels that I found. None of those things are food. Although you could serve food on a wheel, I guess. Like, you could put a pizza on a wheel. If you're the kind of person who eats a circular pizza, I guess. That's right. That is derision you hear in my voice. Okay, this is interesting. There's just a treasure chest sitting in the open? Well... I mean, let's kill some stuff, and then we'll figure it out afterward. Is this a sultan? Hold on. Okay. It is indeed just a statue of Reshef. Lifts an enigmatic finger to heal the wounds of the sick, and then there's a treasure chest right next to this statue of Reshef that's basically empty. Close enough. Ooh. A more serious enemy, a gelatinous anti-prism. You know what? I have no desire to deal with any of your nonsense. Bubble. Use gun. Employ gun extensively. There were 2 gelatinous cupolas here. I'm not sure where the other one went. Maybe they're in the same space. Maybe one of them consumed the other one. That's a thing that could happen. Alright, I'm confident my saltback will deal with that. And yep, these 2 gelatinous enemies are, in fact, trying to eat each other. I'll save you, hopefully, without shooting you at all. I hit him, but I failed to penetrate his armor. So we're fine. Okay. That is a new piece of information. I did not think it was. We know some... Oh, there's a bone worm. Please stop. Please stop. Hate bone worm. Okay, so what is... I mean, is this little room gonna be Reshef's too? I should probably just, like, look at the door. The clan of Upeter. Question the cloneling's genetic nanoprinter. You know, honestly, I am, like, a little confused on how clonelings work. I do question it. I will take your advice to heart. I'm gonna rest until healed before attempting to fight here. Even though that means I will probably rest for somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 turns. These guys are a little tiny bit dangerous. I do wish that that our saltback friend Turtle, would follow us a little bit more closely. Boy, these resting turns sure are playing out slowly, huh? Also, I didn't realize it, but we're actually quite close to a level up. When I said we were going to have to rest for roughly 500 turns, I did not expect it to be an underestimation by such a degree. Alright, we do not get the lucky beheading there. But we do get to now flurry you and then just mash. Just mash our face against your face. Get recleavinated. Yeah, dude. Ow. Those guys hit hard as hell. And it's very impressive that they're able to get through all of this extremely good armor we're wearing, especially since we're now decked out in Zetachrome. Just a little bit of the old brain brine. Yeah, I know it's a file of... I want to know what the brain brine does. Alright, give it to me and we'll figure it out later. At the risk of seeming like a coward, rest until healed again. This time it should be closer to 500, right? Because we have 14 more HP than we did prior. I wonder if... So, the fact that I'm albino affects our healing rate in natural light, right? I wonder if we are considered to be in daylight here? I wouldn't expect it. We're definitely indoors. But maybe the lighting fixtures here project light that is similar enough to the light of the sun that it's, you know, effectively the same deal. Dismember. Quick dismember. Nope. No such luck. We still can hit it some of the time. Hey, feel free to jump in here, friend turtle. There you go. I mean, I guess the turtle probably has pretty low quickness. Nirlu La. I'll get it eventually. I'll remember. We learned all of our previous companions' names before seeing them die horribly. I'm sure we can learn yours too. Hey, what the hell is that over there? Vaam. Overlapping arches of glossy shell huddle into an impenetrable hemi-ovoid. Traveling slowly on an inadequate series of brush-shaped appendages, the surest way to tell which way this simple body faces is by the cross of light shining faintly from its front plate. Faint voices speak from within the dome being, too distant sounding to comprehend. Oh, I wonder if we had brought the thing up here, the repulsive device. I wonder if we could have plugged it into this too. I'm held in place by the bite. I'm going to wait until I break free to pop any abilities here, so that we are more likely to actually connect with them. Come on. Come on, wiggle. Wiggle harder, damn it. There we go. Dismember. And then the latching. It is a little bit of a shame that these guys are so hard to kill. Oh, we got an attribute point. Actually, do we have enough skill points to buy berserk now? We totally do. Well, give me that. Hell yeah. Okay. For 5 rounds, your chance to dismember is 100%. Dismember gets put on cooldown when you use it. But hitting this and then hitting Frenzy seems like very powerful. And it's only got a 100 turn cooldown. I guess the real cost is having to have gotten to a stat value where you can actually use the damn thing. Speaking of flurry, hey you, go away forever. Okay, easy enough. The hardened shell thing traces a path around you slowly, its strange brush feet scrabbling at the floor, a pace unaffected by your presence and movement. Behind the hissing of those feet on the ground is the strains of a faint voice, someone speaking from inside a distant cave. Audible, but not understandable. Oh, I wonder if it's going to turn out to be the case that there are like a bunch of different purple machines that you could plug the creepy teeth thing into. And they all give you like different things when you do it. Oh no. No bullets in gun. Let me shoot the bone worm. Must kill bone worm before it escapes. Okay, it came over here to find me. I really appreciate that. So it looks like the crypt ferrets hold only seems to screw up our attack versus the crypt ferret. And it might not even be actually screwing up my attack. It might just be making the crypt ferret's dodge value super high. So we can still totally fight things that aren't the ferret. Get dismembered. Alright, we just need... Wow. Just need like another 50,000 XP to level up again. Yeah, we're not hitting it with the gun either. I think it is, rather than just lowering my attack value, I think it is just making the ferret have crazy dodge. Alright. What is this statue? A babe with its mouth full of ink. We've definitely seen that story before. So, oh, also, we got an attribute point here, and we have 2 mutation points. What do we want to spend our attribute point on? We could push our willpower or our strength up a tier. What is the strength bonus cap on my crystal axe? 7. So another point of strength is another point of penetration. And putting a stat point at almost anywhere else won't matter. We could bump up our ego bonus, but honestly, I think I'm just going to do this. You know, a good 30 points of strength. We are very good at killing people with an axe. And then, do I want to spend mutation points, or... I'm honestly not sure. If we were going to, it would probably be like... I mean, two-hearted is kind of cool in an emergency, but it's really hard to tell exactly how good the benefit is. I really wish stuff like this had a number attached. Is a skill point worth is a mutation point worth increased chance to daze your opponent? If the increased chance is 0.5%, definitely not. If it's 3%, maybe, right? And it's hard to tell, real hard to tell whether it's worth it to spend. And, like, in theory, you as a game designer could use that to make a player have to make uncertain choices, which definitely has some interesting value. But probably it's going to be the case that in the internet era, people are just going to look it up if they care. All right, there should be a door into this crypt around here somewhere. Oh my god, must you right at this moment? Oh, there's so many of them. They're everywhere. I just want to make it to the crypt before I get teleported. Come on. Ah, damn it. Crypt ferrets totally suck. I do not like them at all. Oh, it came with me because it was latched onto me, I guess. Alright, cleave. Get him. Get him, Saltback. Okay. Also, Flurry, this guy. And then, I'm not going to be able to... I was going to say, this is a fine time to try Berserk out. But never mind. I forgot to not put Dismember on cooldown. Rifle of some kind. A Masterwork Sturdy Freeze Ray. And a Nulling Woolly Slender Leafy Vest. The armor astrally burdens its wearer, which increases the effectiveness of the effect. So I guess the idea is that it would make you immune to annoying things other people's mutations would do, and that's why that would ever be a positive. Because I'm just thinking, boy, I sure would not want to wear that thing. Crypt ferrets are a real bummer, man. Alright, it seems like actually they're always just super slippery. It is weird, though. Maybe the bite releasing puts them in an exhausted state or something temporarily. What is all this force field? Where is all this force field coming from? Ah, there you are. Come here. You fool. Okay, did he die? He did in fact die. Well, alright, let's just wait out. Oh, there's some fire and stuff happening. Sure hope this force field ends soon, because I'm really curious about all that. Oh, there are so many more of those guys. Oh no. The good news is that they're dying. They're getting killed by something. I guess that conservator maybe is real tough. So in theory, oh wow, all of their stuff caught on fire. A bunch of the missiles that they were carrying exploded. I would love it if the force field would end, please. Okay. Is this a chain gun? It is. There's just a chain gun on the ground there. Well, I don't want a chain gun. I'll disassemble it, I guess. It turns out some of these enemies are actually pretty terrifying. Okay. This is a bad way to fight these. As much as I don't like fighting them in melee, it does seem like it might be a little faster. Alright, a member of the Cabal who should die pretty easily to all of my shenanigans. Let's see. He has a nanoweave vest. I mean, at this point, I guess we're going to see a lot of enemies that have cool equipment. Deep in the wilds of the gambler's aristocracy. Ah, yes. The story about how one of the sultans invented clockwork beetles out of spite. Here, I'll save you. I will maybe eventually save you. Gosh, these things suck. Shield slam, maybe? Kabam. Get him. There we go. Harder to dodge when you're laying down. Unfortunately, Shield Slam is on cooldown for quite some time. Flurry. Roll the dice enough times, eventually you will make contact. I wonder if I were to intimidate... I wonder if it would maintain its dodginess while it is running panicked away from me. So this is a screen we were already on, right? Because we could see inside a... No, it must not be. I was gonna say, it's weird that we already have vision of the inside of these tombs. I'm gonna disassemble that pistol that we automatically picked up here. It does feel like we found very few axes, right? Like, we find... Every time we start discovering more advanced versions of weapons, we find every kind of non-axe weapon before we find any axes, right? Am I imagining this? Let's. I'm gonna rest here until the bell rings, and then I guess we could just go up. My guess is the rest of the floor is gonna look very much like this, and I don't know that we will necessarily get any anything like of consequence by continuing to explore it. There is a stairway up in this room. Okay, now this is a room we've actually been in before. So we could probably circle around a bunch, but I think we kind of get the idea, and I'm curious what's up. So let's step up the stairs here. What is teleporting? I mean, we're seeing a lot of teleport effects, but I don't actually see any... Okay, whatever. I do not see the teleporter. Maybe I should have rested until healed. So that's definitely a holographic tree. An ornate bench, which is maybe also holographic? Oh, good. More ferrets. More teleporting. This whole place is making me a little bit nervous. Alright, I'm going to try to get us inside the door. The bell is still tolling up here. I was kind of hoping that was going to be just a basement thing. God, I get somewhere in the neighborhood of, like, probably on average 8-ish attacks to one of the turtle. I'm not attacking, I'm just trying to break free. Okay, shield slam? Now break free. Damn it. It's really got me. Flurry. Okay. Oh, come on, just let me move, damn it. These things really suck. Okay, let's get tomb tethered. So what does it actually say on the door here? This plaque has no inscription. It's a much bigger tomb, and there are holograms. And it doesn't look like there are any, like, guardians of any kind in here. Oh my god. Please die. I assume our saltback is functionally immune. Like, he cannot be injured by their attacks, pretty much. I'm going to close all the doors, and then we're going to loot, obviously. Maybe all the teleporting we're seeing is just... Oh, I do have to be adjacent to the door, though. Maybe all the teleporting we're seeing is just Mopango, just warping around. Okay. Thanks, man, for just opening that door right up. Nothing in there. And nothing in there. Okay. Alright, let's stand in the corner. I would love to rest until healed. I would assume that our turtle is fighting is the reason we can't. You're my turtle, right? Yeah, the salty, bloody Nirlula. Hey, Nirlula, come in here. And maybe stop fighting everybody. Just long enough for me to heal up. Ugh. There's a surprising number of creatures in the environment in CUD that are not really a threat, but they have like a single mean attack that they do. You would think that this would not be a good survival strategy. I really wish that I could just rest while my turtle is fighting. I'm not in any danger. Okay, so we got some more flower fields. We might have to come up with a different plan for dealing with these ferrets. I don't like them. They're not super easy to fight. I mean, it takes us a long time, right? Hey, guys, how's it going? You're just normal Mopango? Yeah. What about up here? Also just a room that the Mopango hang out in. What are these rooms made out of? Ornately filigreed marble is the answer. It does look ornately filigreed, I'll give it that. Whole worlds are threaded in three-dimensional filigree. Simulacra of the motley lives of ash-dreaming eaters. Palm leaves lift pyramids into the star-ribboned sky, and the water of life pours over the lip of an... Oh, okay, we've actually read this before. This is not new text. It felt like new text. Well, I guess I'm healing up fast enough that I don't really need to worry about this. We're fine without resting. I just feel better. Okay, I think our turtle finally killed one of the enemies he was working on. I would love to please get the job done here. Mopango, help! He's not interested in helping. Okay. Doesn't take a lot of hits to get the job done, but it sure does take a lot of swings to get the number of hits we need. Uh-oh. People have been bleeding on the grave moss. I guess that's the real danger. People, including me, have been bleeding on the grave moss. Oh, right. Tomb tethering. I forgot temporarily about the whole deal. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go berserk. Just so that we can have done it once. Alright, I am berserk, and I smash. Chop. Alright. I'm in... Oh, I teleported into a sarcophagus. And we cut this thing to pieces. Holy crap. What a surprise. Berserk, a skill that requires you to have 29 points of stats to even use it, turns out to be pretty good. So there's 2 pairs of woolly, flawless crystal gauntlets. I mean, I'm wearing those, right? Just a non-woolly version? Oh, see, mine are feathered. Oh, but we could drop these. I have some other worse gauntlets. Alright, equip one of those. A very slight increase in effectiveness. So yeah, there's a lot of rooms in here that are just going to be like this. And unfortunately, I don't have a good sense of, like, the shape or size of these rooms. I mean, in theory, they can't be bigger than 3x3, right? Close this. Here lie the schismatic scientists of Sithithithis. Yep, that's the one. I definitely said that correct. Ooh. Yeah, take it. Also, what's this? It's a bionic arm implant. I will not be... Sorry, is this a whole arm? No, you put it in your arm and it gives you +1 strength. Okay, I was going to say, that would be a pretty good implant. Alright, you've made a terrible mistake. Wow, he is really taking chunks out of me, though. Yeah, okay. Not trivial to destroy that guy's body parts because he dropped them on top of a chest. See, this is a case where actually it would be kind of nice if I could rest until I had more health. And I think our turtle has gone off and is fighting some useless garbage enemy. Hopefully he's done now? It'd be really cool if he was done now. Sheltered here under Gauss are the kith of B-54. Adventurer, the cupola theorist's results erupted into bedlam with several smoking stems. Oh no, it sounds like somebody created the gelatinous cupolas. I'm just not allowed to rest. Rest for 100 turns? Nope. Because somewhere my turtle is fighting a single crypt ferret, which will take 1,000 turns to defeat, while never being an interesting enemy for even an instant of it. Well, I think this is like the best we can do is just actually clear these damn things out so that I can take a moment to heal up before we disturb any more tomb sitters. There was one more that ran this way. I didn't see where it went, though. Oh, it went right here. Charge, and immediately lop its head off. Okay, well, we got a prone out of it. Dismember, and flurry. Ah, damn it. Okay, there we go. Now, rest until healed. Hooray! We were actually allowed to do it. My passive rate of health regeneration, just walking around, is really fairly impressive, actually. So we don't need to worry so much. But some of these crypt sitters are able to get me for over 100 damage before I'm able to kill them, so I do want to keep taking this relatively seriously. You definitely need to be high level to survive looting the crypts. And you know how Maruugamet loves to loot a thing. Wow, this rest is really long. I guess I'm sitting right next to a source of what must feel like natural light. Let's go ahead and berserk up. Okay, got him. Took his head clean off. Strange chords. Really? I mean, I guess that's we may as well get that. It's you know what? I'm gonna spend mutation points on psychometry. So yeah, this is not actually going to increase our complexity tier of identification. Can I try just identify? I don't use or examine. I don't do this very often. Oh, it's a slender, sturdy nano-neuro animator. Well, get, and then I will leave behind. I want to put, open. How do you store an item? I'm just going to replace it with my nano-neuro animator, which is not slender. Mine probably has a power cell in it, but it's fine. As long as it's not a power cell I care about very much, I feel fine with that. Oh, it does have one of my... Alright, hold on. I do care about my radio-powered chem cells, and unfortunately you cannot remove cells from things in that menu. Which is a little bit of a bummer. We haven't had to use the nano-neuro animator in a little while. But you can never tell when you might suddenly need to. Let's go radio-powered chem cell. Okay. And, like I said, we're putting one back. It just seems like the nice thing to do, right? Wait, no. It's below the injectors. Here we go. We have so many categories of things. Okay. There we are. This one is both lighter and unbreakable, so it feels like a pretty smart move to me. Is there... No, there is not a tomb in this quarter. Gosh, I hope we've killed all of the ferrets for this level. So there's a way down. We have not, in fact, killed all of the ferrets for this level. Let's get him with the charge. I do love free shield slam plus free dismember. It's a pretty powerful group of abilities. Eventually, our saltback will reach us and will totally save us, I believe. You know what I would love to do is to go in here. Okay, let's continue the combat on this side of the door. So, no tomb sitter in this one. Oh my god, just die. Please just let me roll high. I mean, flurry. There we go. There's nothing in this one. Do not want to do that. Okay. Well, that's a little disappointing, if I'm being honest. We walked all the way across the room, and we didn't even get to loot anything from a tomb. I guess. You know, occasionally we get in some actual danger. It's nice to have over 300 HP. And oh hey, it's been like 90 minutes. I love exploring and looting. Okay, hold on. I should probably stop here, but I'm not going to. We're gonna try to find the stairs up. I think we have a pretty good idea of what this floor has to offer. So let's follow the walkway a little bit here and see if we can find our way up to the next place. I do love all the flowers in here. Okay, well this is a familiar room. Jeez. Right, of course, there are a bunch of gorged growths in this room. I mean, they're not really that dangerous, and they do give decent XP. Alright, I'm going to get a little closer to you, since you are having such a hard time getting closer to me. Alright. Are we able to move? No, this is the top room of this area. So this floor might be pretty small in total. What are these? Mushrooms? Bright shrooms, except no, they're not flickering. I think those are actual mushrooms. Well, I guess there would be bright shrooms in Bright Sheol. That's maybe where the name comes from. I kind of thought the name must come from the fact that there's, functioning lights everywhere. Is that all Aloe Volta? Aloe Porta. Okay, well, let's be cautious of that. Also, what is this? Oh, that's sunflowers. That's right, we've seen this. Okay, 1,000 crypt ferrets. And also, banana trees. Banana trees that seem to actually be full of bananas. Some kind of something is happening over there. I mean, there's going to be blood all over the grave moss here. This is going to be a nightmare. Sorry, are you a friendly guy who looks like a mechanimist? You are. Probably not when I can actually save, though. You know what I could do is fire my rocket launcher. We'll just, we can't save him, but we can quiet his suffering. This feels like a pretty significant room, and I would love to see what's on the other side of it. Unfortunately, this crypt ferret nonsense is going to keep us locked in place for long enough for the bell to recall us, and I hate that. Can I at least accidentally hit some of the other crypt ferrets while I'm shooting at this one? Looks like no. Ah, he stunned himself attacking our shield. Excellent. Dismember. Alright, that works. If you can get them to stun themselves on your shield. I'm hoping that this little room has a door in. Right, when we get to start with a charge, it usually... Nope, never mind. I was gonna say, it usually goes pretty well from there. Flurry. God, there are so many crypt ferrets behind him. I was hoping that all that shooting was going to at least injure something in the room. Uh-oh. The grave moss is fizzing, and I'm trapped in place by the stupid crypt ferret. Hopefully the moss monsters will at least attack the ferrets. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's going on. Like, okay, so like the moss drinks the blood, and it transforms into a moss monster if it drinks enough blood. Because you can see it gets bloody, and then it stops being bloody. So I'm assuming it's just consuming the blood. It does look to me like they are completely ignoring the ferrets, but that the ferrets are maybe not completely ignoring them based on what we see happening to our east. Also, they move quite slowly. Alright, I'm going to try to just walk past this guy. Here we go. I don't know why stuff is teleporting so much. But it's definitely better for us to fight the ferrets in here, in terms of avoiding additional monster spawns, and also in terms of being stuck in place for dozens of swings at a time. Okay. That is enough of you. Apparently there's more of these guys. Dismember. Okay, so they have that thing where they bash you backwards. Which is, what, a high-level cudgel skill, right? Wow! Thanks a lot, Crypt Ferret. No, wait. What am I doing? Just trying to shoot my gun. Well, I mean, this is going to be a lot of XP, I guess. And it's not like we have limited ammunition. We have literally still, I think, over 10,000 bullets. Oh, the doorway is not... The doorway to the crypt is not tomb tethered. Alright, we're getting back in there. I'm going to figure out what the deal is with the rest of this room before we stop the episode, because I'm compelled now. I hate the Alloport. I hate it so much. I just want... You know what? The Alloport is fine. If there were just no damn crypt weasels. Also, there's a force field man. There's another... God. There's another saltback. You know, at least saltbacks, like, stand and fight, right? I'm not too broken up about having to fight a saltback. Alright, I'm just gonna charge. Okay, I stepped on some Alloporta that was concealed by the grave moss. Okay, that was very important to do, I think. So he had a shotgun, he had a bunch of missiles on him. I'm not too stressed about picking up the missiles. I guess we could, now that we have a friend to help us carry stuff again. We could have Nishrula? It's something like that. Carry a bunch of missiles for us. Alright, I'm just going to go berserk. The knockback does make the berserk less effective. That said, we also just do a lot of damage, even without it. Yeah, these things are not really too much of a threat. They have their cute knockback maneuver, but that really is about it. Are you just coated in blood? Yes, you are not actually injured. That's a shame. Those guys seem to be pretty tough. I don't really want to fight a full health one of those. Also, have I seen your story already? Yeah, contemplating the meaning of things. I think that's a story we're familiar with. I want to dismember. Okay, hard to kill a saltback, but at least you can cleave its health down over time. Boy, when that cudgel knockback skill actually does manage to make you hit a wall, it sure does stun you for a while. Dismember. Damn, I was hoping we'd get there, because we've definitely already cleaved him a couple of times. I don't actually know what his armor value is. Seems like it's pretty good. We're getting through some of the time. Unfortunately, there's so much garbage being generated by the combat log that it's hard to tell what's happening. Alright, is there a stairway up in here anywhere, or... There is another walkway through. We'll just leave the screen. That's how we'll deal with this. This screen seems less bad. A little worried that there might be a big Alloporta field up there. Never mind. I thought this screen seemed less bad because there were no ferrets. I was betrayed. There are ferrets everywhere. Oh, hey. Gyamo. Dost thou truly free one of the children? Yes, I absolutely did that thing. Wouldst fain see Ka free one day. Shall have to live a while and find a way. So is Ka... Wonder if Ka's another, No, don't do that. Don't do that thing. Let's just wait. Come on, where's that recall? Alright. That's just a chrome pyramid. Is it like a real chrome pyramid? It absolutely is. Okay, that's a concern. I am not well liked by robots. Oh boy, how are we going to deal with that? Even Mithter was not able to kill one of those things. In theory, if I could... I could spawn my dudes, we could EMP grenade it in waves, and then we could just run up on it and axe the entire hell out of it. At some point, it will have lost enough armor value to cleave that we'll be able to do something, I think, maybe. Oof, I don't know. This seems like maybe a good place to stop for the day, while I consider how we might possibly survive an encounter with such an enemy. That's very concerning. When you come back next time, tomorrow, we may or may not be horribly killed by a chrome pyramid. That'll be exciting, and we'll see you then.